What should we expect from her book?
Well, I think we're going to see at a minimum a lot of important details about all the machinations this family went through to cheat on their taxes, to fight over money with one another, and I think to do the kinds of things that have been laid out about Donald Trump for decades now with increasing degrees of specificity. And, Nicole, I think one of the interesting things here is all of Fred Trump's children, Donald's siblings, they are all gathering the wagons. They're circling the wagons together on this. And that has not historically been the way they've rolled. There's been a lot of animosity over the years among the siblings. And Donald and Robert didn't get along at different times. Marianne, the former federal judge, at one point hired her own attorney to make sure that Donald wasn't trying to steal or secure parts of Fred's estate for himself at the expense of his siblings. And yet on this book, they're all coming together to try to block it. And I think that's because it is going to be embarrassing for all of them, not just the president.
We know a lot now, 3 years in, about Donald Trump's triggers, and it's the size of things like his wealth that gets him almost like unlike anything else. What do you think she's likely to reveal that we didn't learn from that extraordinary New York Times report about his taxes?
Well, I think the core discoveries in the Times reporting was that the family had been cheating essentially on their taxes for decades and created a shell company that allowed Fred Trump's company to send millions of dollars annually to all of the children that they otherwise would have had to pay taxes on. The clock has run out, I think, on a lot of that in terms of a statute of limitations. Yeah. However, I think, the one thing, as you point out, is that Donald Trump generally spends the most time talking about the things he's the most insecure about, his intelligence and his business success, and of course his wealth. Donald Trump is not worth $10 billion. He can say that till the cows come home. He has never been worth $10 billion. And when the facts come out, they're an enormous check on him. I believe that Mary Trump turned those tax returns over to the Times, having done none of her own forensic work. And I think a lot of the reporting that came out of the Times, I think, surprised her as well. And I think what you're going to see in court is that it's possible that the NDA that she entered into was drafted without giving her all the details about these machinations. And it's probably not going to be enforceable, I would imagine, if those were the circumstances.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.